You see how we just keep on comparing people to food? A lot of people are mixed up. I'm talking really mixed up. Now, foods can be mixed up too. When you mix up a bunch of fruits together, it's called a ta'aruvot. It can be mezonot, shahakol, eitz, hadama. What do? You have a whole salad full of blueberries, peaches, apples, cucumbers, you name it, all kinds of fruit. So now what berachot do you make on that? That's a ta'aruvot. That's a mixture. So the way a mixture works usually is you go by the rove, the majority. The majority wins. If I have a salad that's 75% fruit and 25% hadama, vegetable, you're going to make a eitz on that salad. You can have a Cliff Bar, for example. There's peanuts, there's chocolate, there's sugar, there's cashews. What bracha do you make on that? If the cashews are the majority, it's going to be a eitz. If the peanuts are the majority, hadama. If the chocolate or sugar is the majority, shahakol. Cholent, matzah balls would all be great examples of ta'aruvot. Cholent has probably, your average cholent has 3 brachot. You have mizonot in there, you have shahakol, you got beans, barley, meat, potatoes. That would be a ta'aruvot. Matzah balls would be a ta'aruvot. There's eggs in there, there's ground up matzah, some other things. To also be a good example of mizonot, many bars, chocolate bars, maybe even cereals that have different ingredients in them would be examples of a ta'aruvot, but usually you go by the majority. And the way you find the majority, usually the primary item, you look at the ingredients of a box of cereal, the first ingredient there is usually the majority of the item. Usually you go by the majority. If you have a mixture, it's the majority that rules. But mizonot is so important, it's so nourishing, minorities rule. That's not every minority, guys, but mizonot is a minority that's so important. It's nourishing, satiating. Even if it's not the primary item in there, it's going to rule, and the bracha is going to be mizonot. If I have a bar that has chocolate, caramel, sugar, peanuts, flour, even 20% flour rules. It's a minority, but since it's a nourishing minority, it's satiating, it's a grain, it will rule regardless, unless that minority, that flour is there just to bind, as a paste, to put things together, to combine the items. But if it's not there to combine or paste, it's there to nourish. Even if it's a minority, it will rule, and the blessing on that item will be a mizonot.